I'm drowning in my history, prisoner of past defeats. Tell me what the future holds. Tell me, baby. Terrified of things to come, paralyzed, I cannot.
Burke, we've lost contact with the colony on LV-426. Take Gorman and his team to investigate. We don't want anyone to learn that the company has deliberately infected colonists in order to smuggle alien specimens past ICC quarantine.
Yes, sir.
It's imperative that you get Ripley to trust you. She's familiar with the Xenomorph, and we may need her help to bring one out alive.
Understood.
All right, understand this. The Bioweapons Division had orders to eliminate anyone who attempts to interfere. Obviously, they won't be aware of your team's mission.
Run a bypass.
Good luck, Ripley.
Accessing computer system. Security codes. We're in. Stay frosty, people.
Hello everyone, it's Lucas here from Swaggerbond and I'm back with a brand new retro let's play, and this time around I'm checking out the always awesome Alien Trilogy for the PlayStation 1. Fantastic first person shooter that still holds up today. I have to say, visually and in terms of atmosphere, this is one of the best games I've ever played in this genre. It really does give you that feeling of suspense. So you play as bald bird Ellen Ripley, and she's out to stop the alien masses. So it's kind of based on the 3 films, but not really in a way. It kind of takes a lot of liberties with the license, but I suppose they have to. So I know in the first Alien film there was just one alien, and in the second there was tons of aliens. So I guess Probe were like, hey, we've got to have lots and lots of aliens in it. So you get to visit the locations from all 3 films, which is very cool. It's very, like, I want to say Metroid in this atmosphere, in the fact that you're on your own, and you don't get any help from anyone. So you're literally just there shooting aliens, finding key cards, and the levels get more and more progressively harder as you progress through the game. So I'm going to be doing that over the course of several videos, level by level. Before I start, I just want to say, if you're new to Swaggerbond and like what you see, hey, what on earth are you waiting for? Hit that red subscribe button now, hit that bell notification icon also, because that way you'll be instantly subscribed to my YouTube channel and you'll be notified every time I upload a brand new retro gaming video, meaning you won't miss a thing. If you are indeed enjoying this video and my other content, do me a favour, please hit that like button. It really goes a long way to helping out the channel. It lets me know that you guys like the type of content that I'm making, and I can make similar content for you in the future. And also comment as well, don't be afraid. Comment anything retro gaming related, I'd love to hear from you. Or particular, if you're a fan of Alien Trilogy or indeed any of the Alien games, I'd love to hear from you. I would in particular like to know the first time you guys played this game. What did you think of it? For me, I thought it was absolutely awesome. I got to play this first on the Sega Saturn back in the day. I think I told the story before. My brother brought home the Sega Saturn and Alien Trilogy. Now, I couldn't think of a better combination at the time, but I remember playing that for hours and just getting insanely lost, and we loved the game. Obviously we put the cheat in. I've got pink acid boots on, which I think everyone knows now, but then later on I got it for my birthday on the PlayStation, and my god, still got it to this day. It's fantastic. So yeah, hit me up, I'd love to hear from you. Don't forget to share this video around with everybody that you know, anybody that you think might be interested in this type of retro content, and also share my subsequent videos as well if you haven't done so already, because it just means that more blokes and birds will be able to access my content easily and more consistently, and it allows my channel to grow, so everybody's a winner really. And finally, you can follow my social media. There will be links in this video description. So let's get started. Let's play some Alien Trilogy in glorious HD, I should say. So I'm playing using my HD converter. Let me see, I think everything's fine actually. I don't think I need to put the difficulty up or anything, I think. So we'll just start the game. Here we go. So typically it starts up, we get ourselves a mission briefing. So as I said, I'm going to be doing this level by level, so just to make it just a little bit more snappy and punchier, so you guys, you know, you're not sitting through really long sprawling videos. Although saying that, some of these levels could quite be let me start again. These levels do get a lot more difficult, so the videos might be slightly longer. There we go. I can't get the words out today. Right, so the mission brief says you are advised to clear the entrance for the marine drop crew by removing crate and barrel barricades and dispatching any xenomorphs you may encounter. I was going to say xenomorphs then. It's a bit like diplopithecus, stereophonics, what'd you say? Note that due to the protective design of the barrels for transportation, your 9mm will be ineffective in their removal. Search out alternative means. Wow, okay, cool. So I guess Frank Butcher's off the cards then. So let's press the X button and here we go. So one thing I didn't know about this is it's got a run button. So if you press I think it's R2, you can run. I didn't know that for the longest time. Honestly, I did not know. So I've been playing Alien Trilogy and I've been like, why is this so slow? And I'm like, yeah, I didn't realise the thing had a run button. So here we are. So we'll shoot our first face hugger there, and I've just got to get my bearings with this because I've been playing a lot of Perfect Dark, and in Perfect Dark you can aim. In Alien Trilogy it's kind of like, I want to call it the Doom effect, where if you just point your gun at the alien, sometimes you will generally hit them. So you know, not that that's a bad thing. It's nice to play something a little bit more, you know, easier when it comes to shooting. I will say, as I said, it gets insanely difficult with some of the things that you're supposed to do. I can never remember what I'm supposed to do, if I'm honest, because, you know, I get lost quite easily. I could get lost in my own backyard, but here we are on the very first stage now, and you can strafe as well. I don't even think I knew that you could strafe. So I was just like, I'm not doing very well at the moment, so let me just shoot these face huggers. So as you can see, we have barrels, we have barricades, we have to clear them out. Now the funny thing is that, like, it goes on about how we've got to do this for this marine crew, but you never see the marines. So that's what I said, you're generally always on your own. It's very strange. But anyway, we're going here. And one thing I would advise, because I kind of know this game quite well most of the time, not in terms of levels, but in terms of difficulty and what you need to do. And my one piece of advice, if I was to give advice, is do not use your weapons willy-nilly, because the levels get more beefed up with more powerful enemies. So I would advise only using your pulse rifle and rocket launcher and all that in an emergency. If there is a grenade launcher, I should say. I'm getting so confused with my games. Again, I've been playing a lot of Perfect Dark, so I apologise. Come on, you bastard. So I think your pistol, I could be wrong, but I'm sure your pistol has got infinite bullets in it. I'm pretty sure it has. because I don't ever remember picking up any pistol pickups. Well, here we are. Now we've got the shotgun. So this you want to save for Xenomorphs. So if you press triangle, you can switch between your weapons. So again, use it sparingly. Do not waste your shots. But we have to use it here because we've got to blow down this barricade. Oh, for God's sake! So what really pisses me off about this is the fact that the AI with the aliens is just insane. They just do seem to go all over the place, and they just seem to do what they want. So I'm trying to get that face hugger. There we are. So we've knocked him down. So we're back to these barricades, but I shut down one lot of barricades, so I don't want to shoot down too many because I'm going to get confused. So we come to this point. So let me see. Is there anywhere else I can go? We'll just pop this way. Oh God. Shotty shells. And again, if you look carefully, you can find weapons as well. There's a pistol there, which I've just picked up, so that'll come in handy. And also, you're rewarded as well for more of the level that you explore, so that's always good. So, there's the percentage meter as well, which tells you how much of the mission you've done, and you won't be able to progress unless you've completed most of the percentage. You don't have to get it all 100%, but you do have to... Oh God. You do have to get most of the requirements done. There we are. So I just shot a Xenomorph there. That's been done. So I did kind of learn as well that you've got to adopt a lot of strategy in this game. It sounds really obvious, but you know, you will be shot up quite easily. You'll be very surprised if you rush this. And it's taken me a really long time to adjust because I said the AI is just all over the place. But this came out at a time, as I said, when shooters were all the rage. You know, there was lots of them coming out. I believe that I think Chewok Dinosaur Hunter, when that first came out, that was really innovative, and that's a game I do own. I'm just terrible at it. It's a shame because I like that game. Like Chewok 2 I really like, but they're really difficult games for me. And I think this is where the level ends, but we're not going to go there yet, I don't think. This really pisses me off because like, I need to be left alone, and you're never left alone. The aliens just follow you everywhere. I'll get my shot yet because I think there's a Xenomorph here. No, well, that's the end of the level, but we can't get there because we need a battery. So you see how kind of the level works generally. You've got to, it's a puzzle game as well. You know, very much, I won't say like Tomb Raider, but where you've got to find key cards and things like that, and you have to shoot a certain amount of enemies, and it's a nice mix of action. As I said, it's definitely one of the best FPSs I've ever played, and I have played a lot. It's hard to say what's my favourite though. I mean, I suppose the go-to answer would be GoldenEye, because people are always like, well, what's your favourite? And I would say, probably on a good day, GoldenEye, I guess, because that's the one I played the most of. And it's not that I hate the game or anything, but I'm not oblivious to its flaws, because it does have flaws. But when you're a kid, you don't notice these things, you know. You don't notice the fact the game crawls to like 10 frames per second, you know, when there's lots of enemies on screen. So it's still a fantastic game. It's one I hold in high regard. But I will say Exhumed might well be the scariest, most addictive first person shooter I've ever played, because I remember like, oh, it was Christmas time, and I remember like I got it for Christmas, Exhumed, and it's like I was watching, anybody remember Rick Mail and Adrian Edmondson? They did that show Bottom. Well, I'm a huge fan of that. Now I remember I turned off Exhumed to watch like Bottom Live 2 or something, where they're on the stage and where they're in prison, and it's like all I could think about was Exhumed. You know, that's the impact the game had on me. In fact, I will buy it again. Actually, I think I should. So I shouldn't really be wasting it on that face hugger there, but you know, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. So yeah, I'm going to be taking my time with these levels and not rushing it, because you can't really do that with this game. It's a lesson that I never seem to learn. I guess because I played so much Doom. You know how you play a certain first-person shooter and it's etched in your brain how you should do things, and then you play another one and it's almost totally different. Well, you know, that's this game. you have to take things a lot more slowly than you would do, and I'm getting pissed off now because the face huggers won't leave me alone. They're just shooting me up now. It's my own fault, again, because I did this so much. But there are derm patches you can pick. Oh god! Fight me like a man, boss. There we are. Bloody hell. There's another one. I really should be looking at the scanner instead of messing around. There we are. So they just seem to appear in certain areas. You've got a medikit. So yeah, you really want to kind of collect as much as you can and explore as much as you can. Oh, for God's sake, I'm getting really fed up with this. They just won't go away. I'm really getting annoyed now. They just never go away. There's another one right up here. I just want to get on with it. It's all I want to do. There we are. Another good game as well. Die Hard Trilogy. I absolutely love that game. I was massive into Die Hard when I was a kid, and like I remember I'd always watch the first film literally almost every day because I loved it so much. And then I think, oh, was it My Brother Come Home with Die Hard Trilogy, I believe? I want to say we had it on the Saturn first. I don't know. It's so hard because they look pretty much very similar on the Saturn and the PlayStation. So I'm going to say we did have it on the Saturn, but we had it on the PlayStation as well. So unless we had both, and I just remember having tons of fun with those games because they're sort of games like this you can just pick up and play, you know, and they're a lot of fun and arcadey action and stuff. And Die Hard also seemed to take off in the 90s more so than it did because you had Die Hard Arcade as well, which I think, was it Sega? They had the Die Hard license. I think somehow they'd acquired it, and so they created this like action game where you can play as two characters. One's based on Bruce Willis, but not really, and the other one's a woman, I think. And again, I don't know whether it's the Mandela effect. I seem to remember us playing it. I seem to remember us owning it, but I don't know whether I'd seen screenshots or it was on a demo disc or what. So yeah. I could be talking absolute pap, which generally tends to happen. So anyway, so now I'm going to blow up this area. I'll just shoot the alien. Come on, you bastard. So as I said, the more that you do in this game and the more that you uncover, the more stuff you'll find, the more of the mission you'll accomplish, and you want to be able to do enough. You will have as well some occasions when you'll just want the mission to end. So if you're anything like me and you feel like you've done enough, and you have, and there's just tons of enemies and you just want to stop, well, sometimes you just can't. Sometimes you'll just scramble to that exit. Oh my god, now what's going on? There we are. So shut that alien dude. Oh god, now there's more. I don't know where they're all coming from, that's the problem. It's really annoying. Oh, is that everybody and everything now? I don't know. So if we just strafe this way. Funny thing is, the strafe and they've got L1 and R1, I would probably use the other buttons personally, so maybe I can change the controls. I would prefer that, but well, you can't have everything. So I think that's everything now. We're just going to leave the level and crack on with the next one. Let's see how much of the mission we accomplished. Let's see. Let's have a butcher's. 92% of aliens, 100% of the secrets, 70% of the mission. So I've still passed anyway, I believe. So yeah, we will save the game here. And then we'll carry on in the next mission. Alright, awesome. Let's carry on.
I'm drowning in